Hi, I'm Rick. I'm with All-Fill Labeling, and today we're going to go over our AccuWrap labeling system. It's our standard wrap labeler. It's offered as a complete labeling system, and it can be used as a standalone device or integrated with a system. It includes a unitized stainless steel base, a stainless steel conveyor, the labeling head with controls, wrap station, and all of the sensors required to operate it. If you want to use this as a standalone device, you would simply load products onto the in-feed, allow them to pass through. They would come out the out-feed labeled. If you want to integrate it with a system, you would simply take and mate a conveyor to the in-feed and a conveyor to the out-feed and make it part of your production line. The conveyor design allows you to do in transfers or side transfers. We can either transfer from the front or the back of the machine by simply mounting the drive motor on the other side. How it operates is the products come in on the conveyor, they're spaced by the spacing wheel, they're guided to the product sensor that looks for the product, the label is triggered, it's fed out, and then the wrap station rotates the product and wraps the label around it. It's very versatile and can run a number of different product sizes. This labeling head is equipped with the standard 4-inch maximum web width label unwind. We also offer a 6-inch, 8-inch, all the way up to 12-inch wide. As far as the length, we can go all the way up to 24 inches long. So in reality, if you needed to, you could apply a 12-inch wide by 24-inch long with a version of this same machine. So as I mentioned, we have the products come in, spacing wheel spaces them, they're guided by the rails, the wrap station rotates and applies the product to it. The main control panel is mounted up top and it rotates so you can get to it from anywhere on the machine. We also have remote stops for safety. So what I'm going to do is I will press the start button. When I press the start button, the conveyor will turn on. Controlled through this panel, we have a delay of when the spacing wheel comes on. What that allows to happen is the required back pressure gets back here. Spacing wheel turns on, it spaces the products out. They're going to go past the labeling head. Before they do, this sensor will be triggered. We'll dispense the label out, the wrap station will rotate it, and the finished labeled product will come out the end. So I'm simply going to press the start button. Conveyor starts. Soon the spacing wheel will turn on. We're dispensing the label, we're wrapping the label. As I mentioned, I have a remote stop down here. So if I go back up to the main panel here, it can all be controlled. We have the start and the stop. We also have setup menus. Now the setup menus are broken into two groups, for the labeling head and for the labeling system. The labeling head is the applicator that controls the dispensing of the label. The labeling system is everything else. It's the conveyor, the spacing wheel, the wrap station. So if I go into the labeling head here, I can see my product delay. This is the amount of time from when this sensor's triggered to the label feeds on. That's good because that allows you to run different diameter products by simply making a change. The label sensor stop allows you to run different length labels, and then we have the speeds for the motors. We also then have different alarm settings that we can set up on this. If I go back, I'll go back into the system setup menu, and then that allows me to control when motors come on, how fast they go. So really versatile, really easy to set up. And what makes it even nicer is we have a menu set up. So what we can do is when we run a product, we meet with the customer, we decide what they call that product. 16-ounce vitamin bottle, whatever they want to do, we can then program in the name of that product in here. So once we set up the machine for you, you simply just push the button and tell it what product you want to run, and it will automatically change all the electronic settings. If you have a new product, we manufacture these machines in-house. There's always some on the floor, so we can simply take your new product, your new label, set it up on a duplicate machine that we have in-house, and let you know how you want to set it up. Now, those are the electronic settings. We also have mechanical settings. So as the product grows wider, the mechanics on the front of the machine stay in the same place. What we do is we move the mechanics on the back of the machine. That allows us to run for a wider or narrower product. And then let's say you want to change the label placement or run for a wider product. The labeling head is mounted on an up and down height adjustment so we can raise or lower it. I appreciate the time you've spent with us. In conclusion, this is our AccuWrap labeling system, standard wrap labeler. It's sold as a complete offering, which includes the conveyor, the spacing device, the wrap station, the labeling head, all required controls. It's mounted on a stainless steel unitized base, and it's ready for purchase. Thank you very much.